Hey everyone, my name is Brian Rose and I would like to welcome you to this webinar. We are going to be talking this evening about the healthy living rules and the Juice Plus company and just sharing some business ideas and business tips that will help you build your Juice Plus business and really take advantage of so much excitement and such the great opportunity that we have to help so many people with the healthy living rules and with Juice Plus. And so I'd like to introduce to you all of the wonderful guests who are joining us this evening. First, I'd like to introduce Jamie Kinsey and Brandy Foss. Here we have Jamie on the left and Brandy on the right. Jamie and Brandy are from Washington, Missouri, both national marketing directors and very good friends of mine. Guys, welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having us.
And also I'd like to introduce to you Dawn Rathman. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Brian. Hi, everybody.
Dawn is also a National Marketing Director from St. Louis, Missouri. And Dawn, it's great to have you on with us. Thanks for joining us. And I'd also like to introduce Tammy Thrasher from Rochester, New York, who will be interpreting for our deaf and hard of hearing friends. Tammy, thank you for joining us. Well, we're going to dig right in, you guys. I'm so excited about the healthy living rules. They have made such a difference in my life, and there's so much that's happening with this movement. You know, it all starts with Juice Plus. Taking Juice Plus is one simple change that anyone can do. Children, adults, it doesn't matter if you're health conscious or not. Taking Juice Plus is one simple change that everybody can participate in. And surrounding that is a wonderful community of people who are working together to be healthier and to embrace a healthy lifestyle and to bring as many people along with us as possible. And that movement is called the Healthy Living Rules. Now, the Healthy Living Rules, just a little background, it started, I don't know, a few years ago kind of officially with people who would, distributors from the Juice Plus company who would share Juice Plus with their friends, but along with Juice Plus they would say, hey, make one simple change, okay? Take Juice Plus, but if you embrace some other habits, some other rules in your life, you will be healthier. You'll have a great experience, you'll feel better, you'll look better, and you'll just be all around a healthier person. And those four simple healthy living rules were eat real food, drink water, move your body, and get enough sleep. Those were like the basic concepts of that. And over time, what we've seen is just so many people who have been helped in so many ways, and so many families whose whole, just their very essence has been transformed. And the Juice Plus representatives who are allowing and being a conduit of this wonderful movement are also experiencing a lot of growth in their own businesses. So I'd like to start off tonight by looking at the healthy living rules and showing you how it fits into the mission-driven model of the Juice Plus company. All right, so in order to do that, let's go over to the juiceplus.com website, and I'm going to share my screen here real quickly. All right, here we are. Okay. So here we have, let me, sorry here guys, let me just, hold on just one second. You know what, just a minute. Sorry, just 1 second, I'm getting set up here. Okay. So here we are at the juiceplus.com website. And as you can see, we have a tab at the top of this that says Virtual Franchise. And so if you click on the Virtual Franchise tab, you know, I'm so sorry, I'm having trouble with this. Let me unshare my screen. Okay, we'll just do it like this. On the top of the Juice Plus website, you can click on Virtual Franchise and find where it talks about a mission-driven model, and this is all laid out for you. So the first part of the mission-driven model is to live the mission. And what we're finding is that when we as Juice Plus distributors live the mission of the Juice Plus company, take Juice Plus and live a healthy lifestyle, the healthy living rules are so easy to incorporate into our own lives. So that's first and foremost. We want to live the mission. The second part of the mission-driven model is that we share our journey. And it's so great that social media is so common. You know, so many people are active on social media. It's a wonderful way for us to share our journey. And what we teach in our teams is that on social media we can share things like, hey, look how easy it is to eat healthy food. Look how much fun we have when we're moving our body. That's the third healthy living rule. I feel so great because I got enough sleep last night. You know, that's the fourth healthy living rule. I'm drinking a lot of water. I'm encouraging people to come along with me. Those types of journey that we can share on social media, along with, of course, our positive experiences that come as a result of taking Juice Plus and of being a part of the healthy living rules and following those 4 principles. The next part of the mission-driven model is to inspire one simple change, and that's take Juice Plus. So when people come and they say, hey, what are you doing? You seem so healthy. I see your post on Facebook, or I see how much energy you have when I see you in your life. We're able to say, you know what? It starts out by just making one simple change. Have you ever heard of Juice Plus? And going into that conversation with them. And from there, we're able to say, why don't you make some other changes? You know, take Juice Plus, but you can also participate in the healthy living rules as well. And here's 4 other things that you can add into your life. You might not make them all at once. It might come over time. But we inspire people to do that. And, of course, we get to know our customers. That's the next part of the mission-driven model. With the healthy living rules, part of this is when someone becomes a Juice Plus customer, they're added to a customer Facebook group. And you and your team will have one of these set up. And in this group, we get to know our customers. We share great resources with them, and we find out what their positive experiences have been. We answer questions that they have. We really get to know them well. And in a moment, Jamie is going to share with you also a tool that we use with the Healthy Living Rules to make sure that we capture that customer and really what that customer is looking for. The next part of the mission-driven model is that we engage with our customer, and of course that happens with the customer group, but also we also have challenges, some fun things that we do in the Healthy Living Rules to help people make some more intensified changes for a short period of time. That's a great way to engage with the customers. And we create raving fans, people who just love the experience that they're having. They love their Juice Plus. They love the way that they're feeling. And from there, we can invite them to join our mission. Now, that can happen at any point. You know, sometimes we just invite people right from the get-go if it seems right. But by inviting someone to join our mission, they've gone through this wonderful process of having a positive experience that they themselves can talk about, they believe in themselves, and they believe in Juice Plus, and they know that the Healthy Living Rules is something that they can buy into and that they can share with other people. So our foundation with the Healthy Living Rules is making one simple change, taking Juice Plus, and then living the mission and going right through that mission-driven model with our customers. So first and foremost, that's what we are about. Brandy, I'd like to turn it over to you now. Could you share with us how the Healthy Living Rules has been for you and for your family, and why you think it's such a great starting point for any family that's looking to become healthier?
Well, you know, I sit here and think about this. I know the Healthy Living Rules are, you know, it's the core 4, and it's 2 years new if we use the Healthy Living Rules, but really it's going on almost 13 years, and, you know, Jamie and I got to start this together, and it's been so fun. And I think the reason why it's been so fun and why I've become so passionate about it, really my background being a nurse, all I ever was taught was disease and medicine, and yet I was gifted this one simple change almost 13 years ago that made such a profound difference in my health in my 20s. And, you know, 13 years later, the coolest part is the movement that has truly happened and really keeping families intact. You know, the simple core 4 of the Healthy Living Rules of, like you said, eating real food, drinking water, exercising, just moving. For me, I'd tell you that's my weakest link. But whether you move 5 minutes a day or you're working up to 30, it's something we all have, we all can do, and we can make it easy. And then the last one is sleep. And I always giggle because I always feel like I do really well at sleeping. Out of all of those in the last close to 13 years, sleeping has been the one core 4 that I do really well.
And you have 4 babies. So.
Yeah. This movement has been something that has really drove my passion, because going back to keeping families intact, it's something that we can do as a family, that we can move towards a healthier lifestyle in very simple ways. And so that one simple change for us started with Juice Plus. And, back then, almost 13 years ago, I focused on one simple change a month. But I always say, when you know better, you can do better. And what I have found over these last, 13 years is we can focus on something weekly versus monthly. And, when I say weekly, it can be as simple as, let's start with water. We should be drinking half of our body weight, right? Well, maybe you're not, and it's okay. Nor was I when I got started. But if we just add in an extra glass a week, a month from now, you've made 4 big changes. You're 4 steps closer to half of your body weight with water. And so I love how we've been able to, as a family, to incorporate one simple change. And I look now at, when I started this, I had one little girl who was 10 months old. And I now have 4 girls who are 5, 8, 10, and 14. And these healthy living rules, the core 4, are incorporated in our diet every single day. And, I'll go to my 14-year-old. She's gone a little more than the rest of them. And so she goes to 2 houses, or she goes out, and what she's finding is, if she starts eating too much sugar, she comes home and she's sick. And so I feel since we've had this in our body for so long, and these great simple changes, right? And Juice Plus being that catalyst, our awareness is more heightened, and our body just don't tolerate the things perhaps that my body tolerated really 13 years ago. So for us, it's been a pure blessing in disguise. I wasn't looking for it. It found me. And because of the profound changes of just adding these great capsules, it really has been the catalyst for us to go from eating canned corn to canned green beans to truly eating 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables today. And there's not a fruit or vegetable that my children won't eat. And, they're my walking proof. They're the ones out there spreading the news now. I think about Aniston at the age of 3. We're at the park, and she's spreading the good news, complimenting people because of the great food they're eating. Her saying, "Mommy, they eat the same snacks as us." So I just feel like I get to be that great role model for my children, and really I get to be the great role model for our community. We all live in different communities. And the more that we can lock arms and be on this mission, this movement together, the more we can help people live a healthier life. And I honestly sit there and think, at 26, I didn't really feel really bad, but yet I was on, by the time I was 27, I was on 2 prescription medications. And I really think that people feel worse than they really think until you start feeling better or being healthier. So I love, back to the core 4, one simple change, keeping our families intact is so important. And if we can just help one family at a time with this movement, together we can help change this amazing world.
Brandy, can you tell me, what is it about the Healthy Living Rules that is so great for families? We can reach out to individuals, but the Healthy Living Rules seems to be like a magnet for entire families that want to get healthier together. Why is that?
Well, I think, when we talk about the 4 things, I think nutrition is one of the biggest piece of the puzzle. And then drinking water. We're not drinking enough water today. You know, there's soft drinks everywhere. We're just exposed to so much. You know, supersize seems to be the best. It's cheaper to go to the gas station and get a 64-ounce soft drink than a 12-ounce soft drink. But water is just really a catalyst to flush the toxins through our body. And then movement and exercise. I was dancing with my 8-year-old this evening, and I said, don't quit moving, because, you know, I'm 40 now, and I sit there and think, I don't get to move. My body doesn't move the way it used to, but it's because I stopped. And so just being able to be, you know, together as a family and just doing just having fun, moving, you know, it's so easy. And then sleeping, you know, it is important to sleep 7 or 8 hours a night. And, you know, for me, that's an easy thing to do, but for others, it's not. And it's important to get into that REM sleep so your body can heal. So when you think about the bigger picture, I feel like these 4 areas are so simple and yet so profound, and it just takes little pieces of this puzzle to put it together to make this amazing masterpiece. So back to, I mean, it's really just eating real food, right? Fruits and vegetables, and drinking water, moving, and sleeping. And those 4 together makes the beautiful masterpiece.
You know, I believe it was my friend Michelle. She's up in Alberta, and she was talking about the healthy living rules with someone on the phone, and her little son, he was maybe 7 or 8 years old, overheard her talking about the healthy living rules, and the next thing she noticed is he was up in the bedroom, and he was like thumping around, and she asked him later what he was doing, and he said, oh, I remembered, I hadn't moved today. So he started doing like jumping jacks or something like that. So kids really buy into this, and the 4 healthy living rules, they're simple, they're easy to remember, they're something that anyone can do, no matter how young or old you are. And taking Juice Plus, of course, as the first step to all of this, anybody can do that, you know, so I love it. Thank you so much, Brandy. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I think it's given a very positive image to our kids, right? You know, I'm not a fan of diets at all. And so when you think about this, these core 4 are so vital for great health, and it's such a positive picture. And when you can keep those images positive, it's just going to set everybody up for success.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Thank you. Jamie, I'd like to jump over to the side of things where we're sharing Juice Plus and the healthy living rules with people, and we're actually talking about it. Could you share with us a little bit from the business standpoint, what does it look like for you when you decide, hey, I want to talk about Juice Plus, I want to share what I'm living with other people? Can you take us through that journey?
Yeah, I mean, we all own a business. If you're on this webinar, you know, likely you are already a representative for the Juice Plus company, and Healthy Living Rules gave us a way to be visible, especially social media-wise, without being so much of a searchlight, like, hey, I'm a Juice Plus rep, and putting your website out there all the time. And I have friends who are in other network marketing industries, and that's fine, but I wanted something that was more attractive. And, you know, there's a really great book that John Blair from our corporate office turned us on to a couple years ago called, what was it called? It was Jonah Berger, and it was, Brian, do you remember the name of that book?
Contagious.
Oh, yeah, Contagious. It was, yeah, Contagious. And so there's so many great videos, but he goes through some points in there, what makes things go viral. And we really wanted to make, you know, what we do with Juice Plus go viral. And so the Healthy Living Rules, honestly, for me and my family was born out of, we're big CrossFitters, and there's a lot of movement with nutrition in that community. And my husband and I have done challenges in the past set up by the CrossFit communities. And Healthy Living Rules was how we defaulted afterwards. And so I've been living this way in my household for about 7 years. And so I have 3 kiddos, ages 8, 7, and 4, and they all live this way as well. And it's nice to embrace it as a family. It's super simple. We're going to go through some of the resources in a little bit that you can put on your fridge for your kids to see and for you to be able to have conversations with them at the dinner table. And like Brandy said, they just have a heightened sense of awareness about food, about nutrition, about how their body feels when because we're not purists. I mean, they get some of those things from time to time, but they're very aware of how it makes them feel. So as a business owner, knowing that I want to our mission is to inspire healthier living throughout the world, and I don't just want mom on it, or I don't just want the child on it, I want the whole family on it. So this allows us to appeal and create curiosity with families. There's a post that it's been, on my heart to take this picture of my kids with their Juice Plus product and put it out there, and I haven't done it yet, but you guys will see it soon because I just told you. But it's because health doesn't happen by accident. So you have to be proactive about being a healthy kid or a healthy family. And so putting things like that out there to the world and using hashtags to put HLR. And we, Brian and I and many others lock arms as leaders in the Healthy Living Rules to really create images that will tug at the heartstrings of moms and dads and families and grandsons and grandparents so that we can get more families on board getting this product in a family, not just one person. And so how do I talk about Healthy Living Rules? For me, really, it's a lot of just social media. I don't so much go out there in the general public, but you definitely could. You guys, it's so new. You could print off a lot of our resources and use them at booths. And just what would I say if I was at a booth? I would say we have a really great program that kind of bundles up some, core healthy living rules that allows families to have the best health experience possible. And many families have had great success stories, and I can guide you to a website for you to find out more. So it's really not so much about what you say, it's how you say it. Another one of the stories, Brian, that our friend Michelle shared was just that this program allowed a mommy to be a health role model for her daughter, and she really protected what she was doing, what she was role modeling to her daughter. She felt like a lot of those other things was saying, I'm not okay with who I am and I have to change it. And here, mommy can embrace being a role model and daughter can follow in her footsteps. So a lot of that confidence comes out of me when I'm talking to people about what it is that we're doing. Also, when somebody joins the Healthy Living Rules, you guys have seen the beautiful website probably, and if you haven't, I can't wait for you to see it because it is a one-stop shop. Before, we would have a resource center, and we still do on Facebook, but a lot, you guys know, can get lost in Facebook groups. You have to search, and it kind of gets buried. And so this way, we kept all of the information on the surface for everybody to go back and reference, so your customers are going to have a great experience. What are the rules? What were the resources? Again, once somebody has said yes to joining, there's a member center, so they can get access to family resources, the poster they can hang on the fridge, the cookbook that will be coming soon with over 50 recipes, snack cheat sheets, complete recipes to make the complete balls. The kids have a Healthy Living Ambassadors Challenge. Like, how cool. Like, adults, we do challenges a lot, but the kids have a challenge, and it's really cute. Parents can reward them for living the Healthy Living Rules. And then there's more kids resources, just getting that repetition of the messages through coloring sheets and seek and finds. And it's just, the community is so awesome, as many of you guys have already found out, because maybe this is the door you've come in. But I think that's what holds people here too. Once somebody says yes, you put them into your Facebook, your own, like my NMD team is all in one. Well, my NMD team is in one customer group. And I will use the challenges. So we have Healthy Living Rules challenges, and that is a tool for engagement. It follows the mission-driven model. It allows us to engage our customers. People like to things get changed up a little bit every now and then, and so you share what we've created as a leadership in your personal customer group. And then if people want to participate in a challenge, I love that we all come together as leaders to all contribute to that challenge group. It just makes really easy for duplication, easy for you as a brand new representative, that you've got so much leadership who's walked on the shoulders of giants ahead of you, who you can trust have created really great content and are adding a lot of value to your customers. So, Brian, that's why I love the Healthy Living Rules and how I utilize it. So many of my team have been born out of this whole model because we've given them a positive health experience quickly, and because of that health experience, they've become raving fans fairly quickly, and then they've easily invited their friends in, and it makes sense to have that business conversation with them pretty quickly, and they come on board as representatives. So our job is to give people a positive experience, and we're able to do that with the healthy living rules.
Jamie, thank you. That's super helpful to hear that journey that you take people on. And I'd love for you to, if I share the screen right here, I'd love for you to take people through the questionnaire. Can we do that real quick?
Sure.
Okay, so let me put this up here, guys. This questionnaire, it's called the HLR Customer Questionnaire. It is on the website. Okay, can you see it here if I scroll down?
Yep.
Okay, great. So it's on the Representative Center of the HLR website. Jamie, how do we use this to really engage and get to know our customers?
Well, first and foremost, I mean, virtual is great, but being able to take the time in this busy world to connect with the live phone conversations with your customer really is a step above in customer care. This tool allows you, for me personally, it makes me comfortable to get on the phone to call my customers and say, hey, can we take 3 minutes to go through? Just because it's important to me that I meet your expectations of what Juice Plus is going to do for you, or what the Healthy Living Rules is going to do for you, and could I get you to answer some questions? So this tool allows you to, as Jay Martin always says, is to under-promise and over-deliver. So we really want to just exceed their expectations, but you don't know their expectations unless you ask, and this tool gives us that ability to find out what it is that they're doing. And then Brian's also just included on there like the follow-ups, like the 90-day, for you to get back on the phone after 90 days and see kind of what results they've seen. And again, just keeping those results in front of them and keeping them recalling, how was I before Juice Plus? And then how am I at 30 days? How am I at 90 days? It's such a valuable tool for them to recall the value that this product is having for them.
Awesome. Jamie, thank you. One of the things, just as a tip for distributors, is I recommend that people print off a bunch of those, make it two-sided, and keep them in a binder. If you prefer to do it through an online program or on your computer or phone, that's fine. I like having the piece of paper there, and when I have a new customer, I write down, I get a pen, a real pen, not my computer, I get a pen, and I write down their responses to that question, to those questions, and then later on, when I'm doing follow-up, I can just flip over and I can say, it's 2 months later, right? It's 60 days after they've ordered. I'm able to flip back and say, hey, I remember when you started, you said you were really looking forward to having better sleep. You wanted better sleep as a result. How's that been going? Have you been having better sleep? And that type of knowing your customer, again, like the mission-driven model, knowing your customer and engaging with them on those specific areas, it's like the best possible customer care that we can give. And there's a place to record it. There's a lot of people that are going to be coming into your life. A lot of new customers are heading your way, and so you have to have a way to capture their own experience so that you can engage with them about that. So cool. Jamie, hey, thank you so much.
Thanks, Brian.
Awesome. Well, Dawn, I'm thrilled to hear from you. Dawn is a wonderful leader in St. Louis, Missouri, like I said. And Dawn, you are so excited about the concept of helping other people, the healthy living rules, and then what can happen in people's lives because of that. Could you share a little bit with us about that, please?
Well, Brian, it's just so exciting, first of all, to partner with all of you guys because you're all so passionate and mission-driven and inspire me, daily inspire me. And what really is wonderful about the Juice Plus culture and the Healthy Living Rules culture is it's a community of people that support each other in being healthy in every area of their life. Healthy. My company's called Fit for Excellence, and the reason I named it that is because it's for healthy minds, healthy bodies, healthy relationships, and healthy finances. And inside our virtual franchise, which is our company name, the name of our marketing plan, inside of that is all those opportunities to grow personally, to grow professionally, to grow financially, to get healthier, and all around helping our kids and our families do the same. So what could be better than that? So I couldn't be more excited after 17 years in this business that I am today, and I'm so proud to be part of our collaboration in this Healthy Living Rules project. So anyway, I guess you were talking, from my experience about HLR in itself, and that is kind of like, let me see, 17 years ago, I have to say that when I came into this, I was really, really excited because I was looking for something to help my son with his stamina, because he was an athlete and he had mono and he was needing to jump back and be competitive again. And the Juice Plus capsules were the answer to that. They were an amazing way that he could get more nutrition in it and give him that competitive edge. And same thing with my other son, who was also a collegiate athlete. And for my husband, it helped his health, and for me, the more I took it, the stronger my immune system got, and over time, I was off all my medication that I had for chronic sinus problems and all that. So with one simple change, that's what I did. I started to take Juice Plus capsules, and we only had the Orchard and Garden back then. And so, some things never change. The principles of good nutrition are the same now, thousands of years ago, and, into the future, they will be the same because our bodies are meant to eat good whole food nutrition, and that's why it's so important. So how does the HLR come into this? Well, even all along the way, I have experienced wonderful benefits of this community, like I said before, and wonderful benefits of this business financially. And I like to look at this business as keeping it really simple, just like HLR and the core four, those simple rules. Keep it simple, and I look at it like ABC. And to me, we start out with our mission, which is inspiring healthy living around the world. And how we do that is we really teach people those core 4 principles of good health for our bodies. And the same thing is true for the business. And what I say about that is we want to keep that simple by having healthy. Keeping the business simple by simple, fun, and financially rewarding. So what does simple look like to me? Well, simple looks like, having on your refrigerator a post that says, get more sleep, move today, drink more water, and eat whole food. And when I look at that, I think, oh my gosh, this is not as overwhelming as I used to think it was. I've been challenged all my life with getting to bed. I always have way more ideas than there's time in the day. And so when I don't get to bed, guess what happens? To stay up late, you have to eat more, and the cycle begins. You don't get enough sleep, you don't get enough water, then you eat poorly, and for me, that's been a challenge. But with the core 4 and the healthy living rules, it just doesn't seem overwhelming to me. So for the last, year or so, I've really been focused on that. And I think that the Healthy Living Rules has given me freedom. It's given me freedom to move, not prescribed a certain amount, but just move more, sleep more, relax more, and the community around that I don't need to feel like I need to be some kind of Olympic athlete or dancer or a food Nazi or anything else has caused me. My journey is I've lost over 25 pounds, and I think 2016 is just going to bring more health to come. And it's because the Healthy Living Rules are so simple that I feel like I can do it. And when you feel like you can do it, you can do it. There's a saying that says, if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you can't. And the core 4 principles of those 4 things, and then having all the resources that are provided by all the leaders in the collaboration we have together of the Healthy Living Rules, is the support that I need. Every day I get up and I go, yes, I can, yes, I can. And so I just love it for that reason. And then ABC, so that's the A part of our business. Well, what's the B part of our business? It's building, is being a team member, and we want to create for a healthy or a health experience as soon as possible. You don't have to wait 17 years like me, but a healthy experience as soon as possible. But for the B part of our business, we want to create an income experience as soon as possible. So as easy as the HLR is to help build a customer base, the residual income that is possible in our B is easy for that very same reason. If we get excited about our own health journey, then that's living the mission. And if we share our journey with other people, they'll be inspired to want to have those same benefits, and that's, of course, inspiring healthy living. And when we do that enough, if we do it on social media or in person, we will have a qualified business. And the qualified business is the magic of this business. It's getting people together who love that lifestyle, who encourage you, you encourage them, they're grateful. We work together, and it builds a residual income that's just logical. So, for people who have friends, what friend do you have that you wouldn't want to share better health with? What friend do you have that you wouldn't want to offer this business to if you feel like it's really helping people's lives? And so residual income is so much better than just trading dollars for hours. What it's done for our life is it's given our family choices. For families and friends and finances and fulfillment and fun, we've taken at least, 5 trips abroad in the last 18 months. We have family vacations that, I don't even have to worry at all about to finance. And my grandkids are healthy. They love their gummies. They love their Juice Plus. And they really do love the tools and the healthy living rules so that they, can play with them. And they too, like you said, Jamie, they can tell when they're eating sugar. Even during this Christmas vacation, Heidi said, they call me at school Healthy Heidi. So we laughed, and why is that, Heidi? She says, well, because I just always choose, good healthy food, because really sugar doesn't make me feel good. So there's an example of what it's done for me, Brian.
Dawn, thank you. I love how it's had such an impact on you personally in your own life, but also seeing how it's playing out in your family and your grandchildren, your children as well. That's wonderful. Dawn, you mentioned that the qualified business was so important. Can you tell us just briefly how, if somebody's like brand new, let's say they're watching this webinar as one of their first exposures to any type of training with the Juice Plus company, can you tell them how can they create a qualified business using HLR, using people who are perhaps on the red, green, and purple for them and a spouse. Let's say if it's a family and 2 children are getting the free Juice Plus product for children. What would that look like for somebody if they wanted to have that qualified business that you're talking about?
Well, I always kind of start with, I love helping people make an extra $750 residual income a month. But, sometimes maybe that's too big of an idea, or maybe it's too small of an idea. So I just say the sky's the limit for what you can, produce in this business. I have friends who make over $1 million a year, and yet I have some friends who just, want to share it with a few people. And that's so the first step really is what we call the healthy living plan. And that kind of looks like usually somebody who really is excited about Juice Plus doesn't only want to take it. Like for me, when I was a mom of my 2 kids, I didn't only want to take it for me, but of course I got the Juice Plus for my husband, and we looked at the other products, and of course Complete is a great product. So you have your family products, and then if you have children who are who qualify for the Children's Health Study, of course then you get free product for them. And so it looks like at least multiple orders from your family, and then there's 2 other households that you get. That if you get 2 other households with people and add up to 500 points, that's what we call the healthy living plan. So at that point, you make and get back about $200 just for sharing it with other people and helping them get healthy. And then as you go on, the next step is if you find 3 other people to do the same thing, you'll be at that next level. And I always think that the third step, as on your way to through the marketing plan, is really to qualify your business, like you said, Brian. And that looks like about 20 families with a couple orders. Let's just say you had 20 families and both the dad and the mom were on the Trio or other products. That would do it. So 40 trio orders specifically would, on the reorder, would be a qualified business, more than a qualified business, but I like that mark because it's a really wonderful mark to make that $750 every single month. And that is equivalent to having in the bank, Brian, about $240,000 saved in the bank with an interest rate of 4%. That's what $750 means. So what do you think would be easier in the next, let's just say you got 10 customers on the trio for the next 4 months, you'd have 40 customers. That's a doable plan, especially when you think about a lot of times there's 2 per family. Or that would give you that residual income of $750 a month, or save in the bank $250,000 in the next 4 months. Obviously one is easier, but the thing is, it comes every month. I have customers who are still on Juice Plus after 17 years, my first wellness presentation. So it's incredible. The value of that is almost incomprehensible until you live through it.
Yeah, awesome. I'm just so excited because, we're a part of a movement that not only is helping people, but the more people we help, the more what you're describing happens. And it's just such an honor. I mean, sometimes I have to pinch myself thinking about what I get to be a part of. It's very exciting. Well, we're going to, in just a moment, I'm going to give our speakers one more chance to share any closing thoughts. But before we go, I want to let everyone know just a few little details about this. The healthylivingrules.org website is brand new. However, Healthy Living Rules has been around for a long time before that website ever came to be. So you truly can share this with other people if you just talk about it. You don't have to be in front of a computer to share the Healthy Living Rules with someone. But the website is pretty great. Once you go to the website, there's a member center, and the member center is password protected. We have some wonderful resources, and we want to keep a sort of a VIP type experience for our friends and family who decide to get started with Healthy Living Rules. The password to access the member center is the word welcome, and it's all lowercase, just welcome, all lowercase. And that's the same for everyone. There's not an individualized password for each person. And we suggest and recommend that you don't give out that password unless somebody does place their order. What I like to do is I'll say, hey, I know you're really excited about this. Wait till you see the resources in the member center. It's very exciting. Why don't we get your order put in, and then we're going to be able to get you your password for the member center. Okay, and that's just how we do that. At the very bottom of the page, there's a small box that's called the Representative Center, and that is also password protected. The password for the Representative Center is the word representative, a lowercase, just representative. And in that Representative Center, that's where this video will be housed, along with other forms and documents and trainings that you might find really helpful. So we're going to make that a library for representatives to go and to learn from and to develop your own belief in Healthy Living Rules and Juice Plus, and to learn how to share it more effectively. Okay? We also have a Facebook group that is called the Juice Plus Healthy Living Rules Representative Facebook group. And it's a place where you can ask any questions you have about Juice Plus or the Healthy Living Rules, and it's a great community of other distributors who can help answer your questions. I will put the link to that below this YouTube video, so you can click on that link, and if you're watching it live, you'll be redirected to that Facebook group immediately following this. And so if you're not a member yet, you can request to join, and that will be a good way for you to plug into the community of other distributors in case you need extra support or help from us. All right? So let's see if there's any closing thoughts, starting with Jamie. Jamie, is there anything you would like to send us off with? Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, you guys are awesome, and you know what, there are some great rising leaders. I don't care if you're brand new, if you're a direct distributor, if you're a virtual franchise. There's so much that we can continue to learn from you. So if you guys have images, if you have like a, just a cool direction to take the Healthy Living Rules, or if you've got great verbiage, the website's brand new, you guys. So if you've got kind of a script that's really worked for you to share this or to follow up with, please put that kind of stuff in that HLR Reps Only Resource Center, because you guys all bring value and will allow this movement to continue just to become better and better.
Awesome. Jamie, or Brandy, I'm sorry, Brandy.
Well, I'm just excited that you guys chose to be a part of this movement. And I love that we're on this mission together, this movement together to inspire healthy living around the world and to keep families intact. And each one of us has been given a God-given strength, and it takes all of us working together to make this awesome movement continue to just completely be awesome, right? So I'm just grateful that you have chosen to say yes. And it starts with one simple change. And just imagine one simple change leads to 2 and 3 and so on and so forth. And I'm proud to tell you that I've made over 100 simple changes in the last 13 years. And so wherever you're at, it's perfect. You showed up here, you're listening, and we need all of us working together for this movement to be so special, unique, and so impactful.
Thank you, Brandy. And Dawn, any final thoughts for us?
You know, I just want to encourage everybody to just put your big foot in and you know, and give it a try for yourself. It starts with you, and you know, the more energy you have, the more fun you can have in life. And so it's easy. The HLR is easy because the principles of eating whole food is just really easy, and it's logical to use that HLR program to build your business, because sharing it, who would want to withhold this amazing program from your family and friends? And building that residual income is long-lasting, has long-lasting benefits. So easy, logical, and totally has lifelong benefits that will amazingly change your life.
Wonderful. Thank you. Great thoughts, you guys. We really appreciate all of you coming on and being a part of this webinar. And to you, to our wonderful friends in the Juice Plus community, we are honored to be able to be a part of your life, and we're honored that you are embracing these changes yourself and sharing them with other people. Thank you. Best wishes. And we're going to send you right now to the Reps Resource Center. Have an awesome, awesome night. Bye, everybody.